own Shantelle chant.
Curtis, it was the Stadium Showdown, but it was also the Curtis Dixon Show. What was working so well for you today?
I think our offense was just good as a whole. As cliche as it sounds, I thought we were moving the ball well. We were finding open looks, and everyone was kind of burying the ball today. We shot, like I said, we shot the ball well, and things were clicking. So it's nice when it works out that way.
Vegas just wasn't going away today. How much credit should this veteran leadership group get in terms of, just focusing on the game and getting the win today?
We knew we couldn't look past these guys. I know they're an expansion team, and that's just, kind of how, in a lot of leagues when expansion teams come in, that they're supposed to be weaker, but we knew these guys were going to put up a fight. They've been playing well recently, and we knew it was going to be a battle to the end, and we scrapped it out, and obviously we were able to come up with a win, so we're happy with it.
March is a pretty tough month for you guys. You guys are on the road for the next 3 games. How important was it to get this victory at home today? Massive.
We know everyone's nipping at our heels in the West, and it's going to be a tight battle all the way through the end. So every win in that column is massive for us, and we're just looking to continue our winning ways hopefully here.
Still sitting at the top of the West Conference, and you kind of mentioned the other teams. They're gunning for you guys because you're in that top spot. Does it motivate you guys a little bit more?
Of course, and we're always looking at those season series. Those are the tiebreakers, and I think we got a lot of one-on-ones in there right now. So we got a lot of big Western Conference games where we got to split those ties. So we're going to enjoy this one, but we know we got a lot of work left to do.
Final thoughts on playing in the first ever outdoor game in NLL history, and of course getting the win as well.
This was so cool. This was so well put on. Kudos to everybody that had a hand in this. This was a pretty incredible experience. It went off without a hitch, and hopefully this is something that they're going to be doing for years to come.
Congrats on the win, and good luck on the road the rest of the way.
Thanks, Shantelle.
Guys. Svenny Reingold with a great first half performance. How much confidence does he give the club when he plays like that?
Yeah, a lot. It's attacking the space, wins ball, chances, score. So, but we need to score. I think we need to score another goal. They have a lot of quality up top. So, but they leave a lot of space in behind. So we must score another goal in order to win.
Any changes for the second half?
No, not at the moment.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
The Vancouver Whitecaps with a 1-0 lead over Austin. More coming up in the second half with Blake Price, Paul Dolan. You're watching the MLS on TSN. Kevin Durant is one of the greatest players to ever play in the NBA. And this season, he should be a favorite to win regular season MVP. As of this recording, his odds to win the award are a plus 1,000. Last season, KD shot 51% from the field and averaged just under 30 points per game. But this year, he'll be more motivated than ever. Following a season where his former team, the Warriors, won the NBA championship, many criticized Durant's decision to leave the Bay Area for Brooklyn. But this isn't the first time KD's quieted the haters and doubters. The 2014 NBA MVP and 2-time NBA champion came back from an Achilles injury and played like he never left, shooting 53% from the field and averaging 26 points, 7 rebounds. So if Durant can overcome all the offseason drama and the Nets play to their potential, he could very well win his second NBA regular season MVP award. So if you think Durant will be the real MVP this season, why not bet it with the FanDuel Sportsbook and follow FanDuel on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and TikTok. I definitely think it's their offense. When you take a look at how much depth Denver has had all season long, they've been able to do it. Even in this game against the Lakers, they struggled a bit. But then you see key pieces like Aaron Gordon, who hits, a massive 3 to cut the lead down to just 7 when the Lakers were up by 15 points at one point. And after that happened, they just had all the momentum. But when you have guys like Aaron Gordon, MPJ, you have KCP, Bruce Brown, that can be those key pieces. So you don't have to really rely too much on guys like Jokic or Jamal Murray. That's how the Denver Nuggets have been so successful. We know that Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray are going to get their buckets, but it's the role players that have been really good for the Denver Nuggets, and they outplayed the Lakers. I mean, you take a look at the Lakers, and coming in, you were thinking, Anthony Davis, what are we going to get from him? And he just didn't have a really good game. I mean, 21 points, you need more from him. And then guys like D'Angelo Russell and Dennis Schroeder, they didn't show up. So when it came down to the bench, the Denver Nuggets outplayed the Lakers, and also Michael Malone also was the better coach in this series, and that showed.
With Shantelle Chen.
Austin, first off, happy birthday. But most importantly, you've gotten up to a great start tonight. Was that kind of your plan, knowing that it was your birthday and that there's so much on the line with the playoffs?
I mean, the birthday thing was just a plus, but we've been on a drought now for the last 5 weeks or so. I mean, we just came in here willing to outwork these guys and more hungry, I think.
Now, when The rush went up 2-1 on you guys early. What did coach say to you guys?
I mean, we just got to stay posture, right? Stay composed. They're going to score goals, right? It's a lacrosse game, so I mean, we just got to outscore them.
Well, good luck in the second half.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, welcome back to Montreal, Vancouver Trail. CF Montreal 1-0. Joined alongside Mr. Vanni Sartini. Vanni, of course, a big loss with Ryan Gauld being out, but what do you want to see from your team in the second half offensively?
Well, I want to see, first of all, a better organization when we try to win the ball back, and then offensively, now that we play a little different with 2 number 8s instead of a number 10, attack more the channel in behind their fullback to make cross, because Lucas also, we put Lucas in, so we have Lucas and Brian now as a top striker.
Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Luke, Steve?
Well, they play really well at home. We know that San Francisco, a very tough place to play, even since they moved over from Oakland. Like, the atmosphere there is always good for the Warriors. As for their road struggles, I mean, they're like 7-26 on the road. That's the exact same record that the Detroit Pistons have on the road. So that can tell you that they're borderline trash on the road, if we're just being honest here. And you take a look at the Golden State Warriors, I think they have this feeling where they can just turn it on at any given moment. But I do think the fact that Andrew Wiggins not with the team right now, that's going to be a factor as they lead into the playoffs. Defensively, I feel like we haven't seen that Golden State Warriors team that we've seen in the past. And I think when it comes to playoff time, you have to be able to win on the road, and defensively, they have to tighten up. But I mean, they have pieces on this team, you know, Steph and Clay. Clay went off for 33 in that first half, only had 5 points in the second half. But I mean, with those two alone, you always have a chance. And Draymond Green, we know that he is a game changer in this league. So the Golden State Warriors, they have looked good as of late, but they got to figure out those road struggles for sure. I think it's really between 3 teams. One of them I don't even believe in, so I don't know why I'm mentioning, but I do think the Philadelphia 76ers have a chance with Joel Embiid having this MVP season. My only thing about them is we've seen James Harden have great regular seasons, and then he always kind of chokes in the playoffs where he doesn't show up in a big game, and that's huge. So that's the only reason why I don't believe in Philly, but I really think it's between the Milwaukee Bucks and the Boston Celtics. You know, the Celtics are just as hungry as they were last season, and as for Milwaukee, if they're healthy, they're going to be an absolute problem, and I think they go all the way to the finals. But really, it's between the Bucks and the Celtics.
Tanner, Colorado would not go away. They cut the lead down to just 1 goal with less than a minute 30 to go. Tell me, what was going through your mind at that moment, and how was the vibe on the bench?
Yeah, I mean, we knew they wouldn't quit, but, you know, we always have faith in our defense. They're the best in the league, so we knew they were going to show up big in the last minutes of the game, and they did.
3 goals here for you tonight. How does it feel to be such a reliable option and knowing that your teammates and the coaching staff have so much trust and belief in you?
Yeah, you know, it's like everybody on the offense is contributing. From, you know, we got 7 guys out there, 6 guys, whatever it is. Even the guys in the stands are all contributing, telling us what they see. You know, it's a team effort out here, and that's what's going to be successful.
You guys force a game 3. It's here at home. How much confidence do you have knowing that you're going to be playing in front of these loud fans?
Best fans in the league. I mean, you know, they bring the energy, and it translates through the players here. And you know, that's what we like to see, and nothing better.
Awesome game tonight. Enjoy this one.
Thanks a lot.
Teddy, Brett.
Thanks.
Adam, that was quite the first half. What are your thoughts on the pace of the game so far?
It's good. It's pretty fast, a lot of up and downs. We want to settle into our 5-on-5. I think that's where we're at our strongest. But we also got a lot of athletes, so we can run and gun. But yeah, just good hard 30. We're down by 2, and regroup here and come back for another 30.
Calgary had a lead on you guys. You guys cut that lead down. What did Gilly say to you guys on the bench?
Just sticking to the process. You know, we got a game plan that he puts in every week. It's awesome. And, you know, lacrosse is a game of runs, as you've seen every week in, week out. So let's see if we can make a nice run in the second half here.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Shantelle, what is your prediction? Might we see the 2023 NBA Finals go the distance and get to 7 games?
I think there's a possibility, but I said at the beginning of this series that Denver would win in 6 games. I think every game is going to be competitive. The thing with Denver, sometimes they're a little bit untrustworthy when they get in those scoring slumps, and we've seen them do it. They did it in game 2, and that's where Miami has really taken charge, because you know that they're going to play good defense. Eric Spoelstra is going to be making the adjustments, but I think all around, Denver is the better team. We've been talking about them all year long. We didn't think Miami would be here, but they've been playing very well in the postseason. And then you think about the addition of Tyler Hero. when he comes back, how is that going to affect the chemistry? Because let's be serious here. Miami's been playing better without him. So once they implement him into, the roster again and he's going to be playing again, is that going to mess up the chemistry? Because you got guys like Struess and Gabe Vincent and Kyle Lowry that are playing well and in their roles. Kyle Lowry's coming off the bench, but some minutes are going to be taken away from those guys once Tyler Hero comes back. And I think that's going to change some things. And then you take a look at Denver. They've been consistent all season long. No one's really talked about them. At one point, I think they were like a plus 850 to make the finals when Phoenix made the trade for Kevin Durant. So I think Denver also has a chip on their shoulder as well, which is kind of interesting because they've been the best team all year in the West. So I'm still going to rock with Denver. I think they get it done in 6, but I do think it's a very good chance that Miami goes up 2-1 after tomorrow night.